What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another video, and we finally have Jacob back on the channel.
What's up, everybody?
And as the channel title suggests, what we're going to be doing is doing a tier list.
Tier list.
We like tier lists.
Who
we literally just go around saying S tier Pokemon, S tier this, S tier that. So I think it's about time we do a tier list on all the action figure companies, or at least the mainstay ones. I think with this day and age of now becoming a lot more third parties coming in and doing this, that, or the other, I think that it's harder to say it's all the companies, but these are the ones that I think most people know. And we came up with this idea a little bit ago. I know the tier list train, we're about 2 years late at this point, but what are you gonna do? So without further ado, what we're gonna be doing is taking the company, dissecting it a little bit. We're not going to try to make this too long. It is going to be a longer video. I mean, usually tier list videos are pretty long anyway. And just kind of talk about our thoughts and debate on whether or not they should be S through D. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and start. They're kind of all random. They're going to be companies that not a lot of people have heard of. We kind of wanted to pick some more deeper cuts as well. Like even he wasn't familiar with some of them. And we also want to put the disclaimer out there that we haven't purchased from each of these companies. So take what we're saying on some regards with a grain of salt. But some of this is going to be through an outside perspective, which we'll acknowledge throughout the video. But yeah, so let's go ahead and start here. We also have an F tier as well, because F tier needs to be there, right? I hope we don't have any F tiers, but I'm looking at some. I'm thinking
some are going in there.
Yeah, for sure. So let's go ahead and start with Amazing Yamaguchi. Now, what I think we should start with is talk about some lines from the company, and then how those figures in that line represent them, like how that good is. Now, I think their main line is the Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech figures. So
yeah, that's the only one I'm familiar with.
I mean, Revoltech is the company. Amazing Yamaguchi is more of the line, but I don't know any other things from Amazing Yamaguchi or Revoltech. So, what do you think about the Revoltech figures?
You know, if I could get my hands on one, like a Spider-Man, like I really want some Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man figures, just because the posing on these things are crazy.
Yeah. And
that's what I would want them for.
Yeah.
Just Spider. Like I wouldn't want any other character, because I don't need anybody else to be moving like that.
Yeah.
But those joints that they have are so, like, I don't know, you can get them doing crazy stuff.
I think that's usually their strong point, is articulation.
You don't want them just standing there because they're so ugly.
No. But I think that over the years that they've really built up against that. Like their last Spider-Man that came out, I saw a bunch of reviews for it because I thought about getting it. I thought it was pretty damn cool looking, but because he stands pretty good vanilla.
Yeah, I did. The older ones mainly are just so clunky. Yeah, but that's not what they're for.
So I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you.
Too pricey for me, but and honestly, it's excessive for anyone that doesn't need
pose
to
excessively.
Like that.
Yeah, like they have some stinkers too. Like their new Thor coming out, it doesn't look good in my opinion. Especially back in the day, like Batman with that horrendous cape. I don't know if you remember that. Like he had all the folds. Yeah, that's like the plastic cape with all the things. That was horrible. It has its
niche. Like it definitely fills a niche.
I can see why people like it, but I can't sit here and say it's for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
But it's not bad.
Probably
like
B.
I would say C. I think it's like perfect middle of the line.
Yeah.
Like I think
because it's not the everyman's action figure.
It's not the everyman's action figure, but for those who do want it. I could totally see why you would want it.
I'm satisfied with that.
I think C is pretty good. Now, Bandai does a couple things. They do the Anime Heroes line, they do the SH Figure Arts line, and a couple other things, but those are the main things that they do. And I have to say, they freaking kill it on the SH Figure Arts line. I do have a couple. I mean, I'll pull them off the shelf right now. This guy is freaking amazing. This Chainsaw Man, I absolutely love him. I got Goku over there as well. Like when they hit, they hit.
For sure.
And even like their Demon Slayer. I don't know what the line's called. The Anime Heroes, maybe.
I don't know.
Not Anime Heroes. There's like another like subline.
I'm not sure.
The line with these guys. I do have the Inosuke right here. This line for $16.
$16.
$16 for these things.
I did not know that.
It is. They are awesome.
I thought they
They're
were all
awesome.
pricey. SH figure arts are pricey.
But that's not even the case anymore because they're coming out with One Piece figures and Luffy's $35. And I don't even like One Piece, but I'm considering getting it. It looks great for $35.
Yeah.
So for me, but they do have some stinkers. Like the Anime Heroes line.
They're tiny.
That's not Anime Heroes.
Oh.
Their actual Anime Heroes line. It's not great. Like
Yeah.
I've handled a couple figures from it. Their JJK figures look okay, and they've been improving. Plus they're getting like Tekken. Those Tekken figures look great, but I don't know. I would say they're still a great company. I'm saying A. I wouldn't say S.
I was thinking A because I don't have any. I haven't dabbled in the imports myself, but I've messed with the ones. I messed with a few you have, and I've seen a bunch of reviews. They look incredible. Like. Really well, like high quality for the most part.
Yeah, I think A is a comfortable place for them.
Yeah.
I do because like I said, when they kill it, they freaking kill it. It's just sometimes they're
if I was, do they do that Dragon Ball line?
Yeah, Dragon.
Because if I was into that, I'd be all over that line.
That line is awesome. They've gone so. I hope that they do that.
I'd be.
Dude, I mean, and their SH Monster Arts line.
Yeah.
Like they're expensive.
Godzilla,
they're expensive, but they're so cool, man.
Yeah, I don't.
I think A is a good spot for
them. I
them.
don't have the funds.
No, neither do I. But I
can't be dipping in there.
Still get them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think A is good for them.
Probably.
Beast Kingdom. Now this is one that not a lot of people know, but they make 9-inch action figures, which is a really weird scale. But when they do figures, they do figures of characters that you don't see all the time. We were just, when we were getting ready for this, it reminded me that they're making Al from Toy Story 2. And why the fuck would you not want that? Like, it is awesome.
S tier.
If it was just Al,
S
tier. But I will say, some of the figures are kind of poopy. I have the Bugs Bunny over there. I have their Jack Skellington that they did. I have the Powerpuff Girls and Mojo Jojo. And while they look great, the articulation, it's not great all the time. To be fair, they do characters that
it's tricky.
It is tricky to do like clean articulation. And that Bugs Bunny from Space Jam is great. Take all the jersey off of him, like the jersey and the shorts. He looks great, but I will say too, they are pretty pricey.
Yeah,
I mean, he was like $80.
And those Powerpuff Girls.
I
a lot of money.
I only got them because I got them
sale,
like half off. I paid like $50 for the girls and Mojo. Yeah. I paid like $50-$60 for all three girls and Mojo.
They look clean.
They were like $100 a piece almost. Yeah. Mojo was $100 and then the Powerpuff Girls were $120.
In
all
good
three
faith,
of them.
I cannot do that.
Yeah. So I'm thinking B.
You read my mind.
I'm thinking B.
B for Beast Kingdom.
B for Beast Kingdom, because they're not horrible. And I really do like Al. I think is worth $100. You get Al, you get the toys with them.
I have to agree.
I'm actually super excited for that figure. Yeah, everything's a buck. It's so good, man. But yeah, I'm gonna say B. I think B is a comfortable spot for them.
I'm good with that.
They're a cool company. I would love to see them make more. Maybe dive into the 6-inch line.
Yeah,
if
make
they
them a little
did,
smaller.
That'd be awesome.
Especially because they make cartoon characters. Like,
oh yeah,
they don't need to be that big.
I picture cartoon characters.
Girls are big.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's just unfortunate that they're the only company making Powerpuff Girls. I did have a big problem with them though. I hate that they didn't come. They came with flight stands, but they weren't the colors of their rays when they moved. Man, that would have been sick. But I think B.
Cool. Yeah,
I think B is good. Now moving to Funko, and while Funko is really known for like Pops and mystery minis and things like that, back in the day, Funko did do a good line of action figures. I think it was called Legendary Heroes or something. What was it called? But they have some really good figures. This is from Magic the Gathering, and the joints are a little tight, but this thing's awesome, dude. He looks great. He moves very well for what, like, his design. I'm not even a Magic the Gathering fan at all, but it was like $20, and I was like, this thing's pretty badass. So I think, and they're fantastic Mr. Fox figures.
Oh, I wish.
One of my biggest regrets was not getting them. Like I saw, I saw Foxy for such a good price at one point. It was like less than $100. It was expensive for me at the time, but but like now, I would have hopped on that immediately.
Definitely.
Him and I always forget the possum's name.
I can't remember.
Oh, whatever. But I would have totally hopped on that.
Yeah.
And they were great. Legendary Heroes. No, not Legendary Heroes. Fuck. I don't know. Whatever. But they were that was also a really, really good line. And they did characters that you didn't see anywhere else. Like to this day, no Fantastic Mr. Fox figures. The Book of Life figures are also great. They look great. I'm not a huge fan of that movie, but the figures would have made me buy them because they just look great.
The only action figures I remember seeing by Funko are the Rick and Morty ones that they did.
I have those there too. Yeah, they're okay.
Those are the only things I remember Funko, like me actually seeing in stores.
Yeah, they're okay. I would like to complete it. I have Rick, Morty, and Summer, but I wouldn't mind getting like Crumbobulus.
Like
Snowball.
I feel like definitely in recent years their action figures are definitely just an afterthought.
Oh yeah, that's the thing too.
Compared to that Magic the Gathering figure, there's Rick and Morty.
What the fuck
super
is that?
simplistic. And
compared
basic.
to that,
like Pops are definitely just the main like selling product,
which is
by a long
unfortunate.
shot.
It's such an unfortunate thing because
we used to be into them.
We did used to be,
we
but
used to be all over those Pops.
Yeah, we used to be, but I think they just saturated the market.
We're adults now.
We're big kids.
We play with adult toys now. Wait, no, we play with action figures, not adult.
What are we, Nick? Come on now. So
yeah.
But yes, I do think that I guess it pisses me off more than anything because they had such a good thing going, and then they were just like
Pops.
But honestly, like, I can't really blame Funko neither because I remember all of those figures like going on clearance. Nobody wanted them. Nobody wanted them.
Even the Rick and Morty ones, I remember sitting around.
They sat forever. I mean, they're still not worth much. Unfortunately, the Mr. Fantastic, the Fantastic, they go stupid money. Stupid money, man. Stupid money. And they were on clearance apparently for like $7. They only did 3 characters. They did the possum, the rat burglar, and Mr. Fox. It's just, I don't know. So, what are you thinking?
D?
They
don't got nothing, like...
I would say C because what is there is really good. It's just, they abandoned it.
Yeah. C's fine. I'm not an adamant D man.
Okay. Yes, you are. But...
I'm not crazy about the D. C is fine
I think C is because I would agree with you if the figures that they did release weren't good, but they were. Like that Magic the Gathering figure. Yeah, he's awesome.
I guess I'm biased because they don't got much I'm interested in. Like
That's true.
I wouldn't buy that Magic the Gathering just because.
I only got it. It was $20. It was cool, but yeah, no, I think C is a comfortable spot. I wouldn't disagree with you on D tier though, just because Pops are D tier. Pops are F tier.
Well, I kind of like Pops every once in a while.
Pops are D tier.
I like a good Pop.
But yeah, so I think C tier is pretty good for that. Yeah. Going into Mezco. Now, I have Mezco figures, but not the Mezco figures that you would think. Like, I have their Family Guy figures that are like pretty much just like a 4 POA thing. I would love their South Park figures from back in the day. Those are awesome. But Mezco figures themselves, I tend to think they're overpriced for what they are. Their turtles look fantastic, but they're like, that box set's like over $400. That's
there
crazy.
Are 4 of them. And a ton of accessories.
Yeah, but they're the same body mold. Like it's like, really expensive.
I don't know. One of their figures are like $100 plus.
Yeah, no, but I think those are overpriced.
I don't know. They look really good.
They do.
Like I was really heavily considering buying that Spider-Man that they had like last year, and that Green Goblin. I just didn't have money at the time.
They are pretty cool.
So I couldn't. I would have bit the bullet. Like right now, I would have bought them.
I think they're still available.
If they are, I might go buy that Spider-Man because that
Spider-Man
looks like my dream. like figure. He looks like that Steve Ditko style Spider-Man.
That Green Goblin
And
does
these
look great.
Fantastic Four figures that are coming out, they look amazing too.
They do. I think what they do is great. I don't know. I don't. They also haven't made anything that I'm super interested in.
Yeah, just the Marvel things that I'm into. I'm not into like their original. No, like no offense. I'm not. I'm just not into their original characters like Gomez figures and like what's that whole like thing, that whole like, thing that they have that everybody, it sells out in a second.
The Rumble Society.
Yeah, I'm not
Rumble
in,
Society.
They look cool.
Yeah,
but
they
that's
are
not
cool.
what I buy. That's not the action figures I buy.
See, for me, it would be all or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, if I could get every figure from the Rumble Society, I wouldn't mind doing, like, one of these as Rumble Society.
That
but
one thing that they made, that little green guy with the spray paint,
he's awesome.
Cool.
Everybody loves that figure.
I like him.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
But, like, all the skeleton stuff...
I do think that they're pretty good figures.
They're definitely well made. Great accessories. Great soft goods.
I'm not a soft goods guy, to be fair. Only capes.
They're well made.
No capes.
No capes.
But yeah, so what would you put them in?
A or B? I'm not one of those.
Personally, I would say I agree with you on B.
Yeah.
I agree with you on B because they're great, but you're paying for it, and I'll talk about that a little bit with our next contender. But
yeah,
they're great, but you're paying for it.
B
Like,
is good. B
I
is
think
good.
you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
No,
like,
no, definitely.
I think they're very cool, but to be honest, I would love a Gomez, like just one Gomez to put on like my random comic book shelf, just because he has become so quote unquote iconic in the toy community at this point. But yeah, I think B is good because I agree with everything you're saying. Like, I do think that they are really good figures. I'm always a dude who, like, if you're paying for greatness, doesn't that kind of just make it average in a sense? Does that make sense? Like, if something is amazing and you paid $20 for it, you feel like you got a deal. But if something is amazing and you paid $120 for it, it's like, well, yeah, I would hope it's good. I paid $120 for it.
I get that.
That's just my opinion.
That makes sense.
But maybe I'm a bitch, but I don't know. So, but yeah, I think B is good. Now, I'm telling you right now,
bread and butter.
My bread and butter is NECA toys. This is a perfect example. You get a NECA toy, and assuming it doesn't break, which hasn't really been a problem in recent years, you feel like when you open that figure that it's like, this was worth $30. This was worth $35. Like, the paint, and like everybody's like, oh, the accessories for Mezco's, blah blah. NECA kills it with the accessories. Like, every single figure comes with a buttload of stuff.
I can't deny that.
Exactly. And NECA is the company where if they release a license, and I haven't seen it, like Puppet Master, it makes me want to go and watch it to have an excuse to get those figures. We're gonna watch Puppet Master right after this,
so he can buy the toys.
So I could. They just revealed that 6-shooter. I don't know anything about that, but I was like, damn, that looks awesome. Yeah. So for me, I think considering NECA's price points,
you're going ass.
I'm going ass, 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
You have a couple NECA figures, right? You have the Amphibian Man. That figure is
I have that.
Gorgeous.
My only thing with NECA is they don't have a lot I'm interested in because I mainly just buy Marvel figures, which I can't hold that against
Star
them.
Wars.
They make good figures, like great figures for what they make, you know.
Yeah.
And S tier is good because like they're the best like affordable brand.
They're the best domestic, in my opinion, the best domestic line. And plus, like, I think the strongest line on the market right now is their Turtles line. Their Turtles line is amazing. Like, whether it's
if I was into that, I would love NECA.
Dude, imagine they get the Mutant Mayhem license.
Yeah, they don't have nothing I'm super into.
I get that. And I think we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Like the like animated turtle figures. I wish
I was into that thing. Like,
those look great.
Yeah, they
consistently.
I mean,
like these random ass back
characters you see like for one time or one episode, and it makes you like want to get them. Like they're just, I don't know. I think NECA's amazing. Anything they get their hands on, I'm always so excited. I can't wait.
That new the thing dog. I would get that because the thing is.
I wish that they would re-release the Thing logo with.
I really want that.
That is pretty cool. Did you ever look at prices for that? I wonder if it's going
it's expensive. I did, but it's expensive on eBay and stuff.
So, at least we can agree. I think neck is S
S
tier,
tier,
and that's a high honor because honestly, I don't
many-
know if anything else is going to be S tier. We maybe talk
Maybe.
about it, but we'll see. Next, we got a company that I don't think a lot of people know, but once I
don't even
introduce
know.
it, Boss Fight Studios, I think has really been upping their game. Some good examples of things. Their Bucky O'Hare line was their first 6-inch line, I believe. They're doing these 6-inch bucks now. They just revealed them at PowerCon. But for me, why I wanted to put them on here was they're doing Fraggle Rock, and those figures look freaking awesome. A big Fraggle Rock fan. I just finished the series
Big
this
Boober
summer.
fan.
This guy is literally Boober.
Boober.
I made him change his profile picture on Instagram to Boober just by showing him Boober. And I like Fraggle Rock, and those figures look great, and they're like $30 or something. I think those Sorzark Warriors are really awesome. If I showed you, let me know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They're like these dinosaur armor guys,
I know,
but they're
I
like
know
brightly
what they are.
colored. I don't have the money for them right now, just because like I want to get other things first. But they're awesome. I think that they're really, really cool. I would love to get my hands on them. I think that they're affordable. They come with a bunch of accessories. They're doing unique things that nobody else is doing. I just wish that they would expand more.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them other than you just telling me about them, I think. I mean, I've heard the name, but I hadn't, like, paid attention.
They usually do, like, 3 3/4-inch figures. That's their problem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they're really good for 3 3/4-inch, but that's not what I collect.
Me neither.
So if I was a 3 3/4-inch figure, I would say B or A tier. But I'm saying C, because I think that they're good for what they make, but...
I got nothing against them, and C is in the middle, so...
yeah, this one's hard to talk about because they don't have much content necessarily. I don't know if content's the right word. A lot of products, but I don't know. I'm gonna say C is safe for now. But a big company for sure is Diamond Select Toys, and now Diamond Select might be a little confusing for some people because they're a distributor, but they also make their own toys. They got weird licenses like they're Lord of the Rings. Every once in a while they do these like offshoot movies. Which I love. I love when they do that. When they're just like, here's the Green Hornet, here's Jack Sparrow, here's this. They do the Muppets, which I'll talk about the Muppets in a second. They do the Muppets. They do Marvel, which that line has been consistently improving.
It has gotten better.
Their Mr. Fantastic is maybe top 10 of the year for me.
I used to hate like their Marvel figures.
I mean, we just went to an antique store today and we found a Diamond Select Hulk. God, we were saying like, how could you like look at this and go put it on the market?
Release that.
So bad.
Yeah. But not their new Hulk.
No,
their new Hulk is the best Hulk figure in recent.
Yeah, that was on my top. The year it came out 2 years ago at this point.
So.
But I put that in like top 5. Like it was. It's and I'm not a huge Hulk fan.
Skip it.
Yeah, you're crazy for that.
And you put me on.
I did put you on that one. That one
don't regret
that one's awesome. So maybe this is a hot take. Because I know a lot of people don't like Diamond Select because they don't pose great, and I agree with that. Sometimes their articulation sucks.
Definitely love-hate relationship.
I would go A still. I think that their variety and and I always like when a line listens to their customer base and consistently improves. Like I don't like when like people complain about the same thing over and over and over, and they just ignore the fan base. So I would be comfortable A or B personally.
I'd go with B.
B? I'm okay with B.
Just because, I mean, the trajectory, they're looking like an A, but right now...
That's a good point.
They've only got a handful of good ones that I would say are good.
Yeah, their history is rough.
Not good.
And I know you don't get a lot of their figures, but, like...
Because I don't...
The Crow was great. I love that figure.
Yeah.
I'm looking over here. Jack Sparrow, I really like. Though, I will say, I really hate what they did with the sleeves. But yeah, I think B is a good take.
It could be easily an A tier if they keep it.
Give it a year or two, maybe they'll be a A tier. But I'm thinking Diamond Select's good at B. Now here's a controversial one. Good Smile Company. These guys are responsible for things like Nendoroids and what was the other one? The Figma line. I think for what you get, those ugly ass joints. Nendoroids don't pose great, and they only work good for certain characters. They look cool, but they're like this big, and they're like almost $100.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
I remember the first time I saw a Nendoroid was in GameStop, and it was Ash, and I was so hype because it looks. It's just a cooler pop
Yeah.
that can move.
Articulated pop.
And I was gonna get it, and it came with like this starters, and I thought it was being like, oh, $20, $25, $65.
Yeah. They're crazy. It's crazy.
Come
It's
on.
ridiculously
I
expensive.
wish I like.
Yeah.
I like Nendoroids a lot. I love the way they look,
Yeah.
and like they make some cool characters, and I would love to have some, but like it's ridiculous.
$60 is.
It should
is
not be
actually
more
insane.
than $30 for these little things.
I agree. I think 30, and I even think $30.
That's too much too, but like
I could see 30. Yeah, no, I
It's-
see them with a bunch of different lines at this point. The Demon Slayer ones are
It's
always
crazy.
in GameStop. They always go on sale because
but
nobody
the
wants to buy
sales
them.
are still expensive.
Yeah, they're
because-
still
well,
like
one is
$50.
GameStop. They put their sales like 40 cents lower than the retail
Yeah,
price.
that's just to say like we give you 30%.
Yeah, but
off.
like still.
Yeah.
I don't know. And Figma,
I want their
I don't-
Thorfinn so bad. Their Figma Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. That's like a really big one for me. But it's $100 and it
aren't
comes
they
with
tiny?
Aren't
Aren't they tiny?
Kinda,
too?
yeah. They're very small
Don't
figures.
you-
He's
did you get the
I'm okay
Figma
with that,
King
though.
Kong? Is
No.
that- that's not Figma.
Mm-mm. Like I'm okay that Thorfinn is small because he's a kid. At least the version that they're doing is like his kid version. I'm okay with that, but the price should reflect that, and it does not.
Yeah.
I don't. And the joints are ugly. They pose good, but the joints are ugly, and they don't pose like amazing Yamaguchi where it's like justifiable. Like,
Mhm.
does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't think they're horrible because I think they look good. I just think they're way too expensive, and sometimes the joints are ugly.
Yeah,
So
the price
I say
price
D
is-
tier.
Yeah. I was thinking D for damn. That's a lot of money.
Damn, what a bummer.
Damn, that's too expensive.
Damn, get the. Never mind. But yeah, no, I think, and that's not to say that their figures are bad.
No,
It's just
like,
it kind of goes back to what I talked
I
about
would love
earlier.
an Nendoroid shelf.
I would love
really,
the
I
turtles.
would.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not paying like almost $150 for
No.
all of them. That's crazy. So it would be over $150. But yeah, no. So I'm thinking D is good.
Yeah.
And here's a controversial one.
The big boy.
The biggest dog, biggest or second biggest dog on campus, Hasbro. Now, I think for Hasbro, since they have so much going for them, I think we should briefly talk about each of their lines and what we think about them, like their main lines.
Briefly.
Indiana
Legends.
Jones. Let's end with that one. Indiana Jones. I think if you are into Indiana Jones,
Figures are fine.
I think they're great.
They're good for what they
for
are.
$25
Yeah.
to get a ton of accessories. The figures are great. I have a knee right there. They're doing pretty much every character that you'd want from Indiana
Yeah.
Jones. If that was all they did,
Can't complain.
that's like A tier.
Yeah.
Like if that's all they did. Power Rangers, I go back and forth. They do their monsters. I think they look great,
Uh-huh.
and I think that their Power Ranger
great
bodies are great.
Sculpting. Like,
Great sculpting, great
Hasbro
articulation.
sculpting across the board is usually solid.
Usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
But
complain in that part.
yeah, I think the Power Rangers are pretty good. Transformers. I wish I was a Transformers fan because they kill it with
Yeah.
the Transformers. At least from an outside perspective, it seems like they kill it. Let's see. Then there's
G.I. Joe.
their GI. Dude, I wish I was a GI
Yeah,
Joe
there's-
fan.
There's a
Those
lot of cool
figures are
stuff.
so good. They're so good. It
I just
it
don't
seems
care.
that that's I don't care about GI Joe. I think that that's a consistent thing. Like the fans are usually like, "This is great."
Mhm.
Like I haven't heard about an obscenely bad GI Joe figure. Like they're usually
Yeah.
amazing.
But there's a lot of bad Black series.
The Black Series is a joke at this point. Like I don't even review Black
Makes me
Series
sad.
figures. Yeah, we're huge Star Wars fans, especially him.
Makes
And
me want to cry.
yeah, the fucking Black. I don't want to curse too much, but the Black Series is kind of a wreck at this point. It's
Yeah.
just stupid trooper after stupid trooper. Credit collection is horrible.
Don't get me started on credit.
The credit collection is horrible.
Like,
They
barely any
make
accessories.
they just make characters no one's asking for.
I
from
wanted a
these-
second Grief Cargo.
yeah, or a third one. How about a third one? They made 3 Grief Kargas. The original one, the credit collection one, and then the season 3 one. Why? 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 But it just
I hate that guy so much. The Lego guy?
No, it's Nick. But
Well, it's a Lego guy.
what Lego guy?
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever, but
I'll show you.
why? But I just I I don't. I hate the Black Series at this point. Like, the only one that they have revealed that I'm looking forward to, and honestly feels like they revealed it like 10 years ago at this point. Kiadi Mundi. What the fuck? They revealed him like last year's Comic Con, and he's still not
like
out.
when I see like a reveal like that, I get excited for half a second, and then just remember that it doesn't come with anything other than a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
It's $25+
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
And it's a reused body,
And that's it.
and it's probably going to be inaccurate because they're just going to reuse the
And
same Jedi robes.
I don't know. It just is such a bummer. It could be so great.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna say that, and then Marvel Legends, don't even get me started on this line. I am so hot and cold with this line.
Yeah.
Like, I think most people are. I feel like they're either an amazing figure or like, dog, you know what? Like, that's it. Like,
Yeah.
Black Widow, amazing. Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, amazing. But then, and this is a personal bias on my part, but like then you get like Darwin. I love Darwin. That figure sucks.
Atrocity.
That figure sucks. And then
And they're still in the habit of using old ass body molds, even if they got new ones.
Pizza Spider-Man mold should be illegal. Spider UK mold should be illegal. Bucky Cap mold should be illegal. Like, we have the new bodies. In my opinion, if you up the price on things, your products need to reflect that, and they don't.
They do these things where like they like announce like advancements or like a next step in their toys, and then they just go right back on it.
It's like
they keep
two
doing
steps,
it. Like all
it's
these
like one step forward,
things
3 steps back. It's
all these new molds, like the female figures with double jointed elbows. It's only like they still are releasing those with single elbows.
Yeah, and it's nuts to me. Like the fact that Karnak is coming out right now and he is still on the pizza body mold.
Yeah.
That is crazy to me. I wanted a Karnak forever. Like you remember when the first tier list we made, Karnak was like number 1. Like the Inhumans were number 1, and get Karnak on the shitty ass Pizza Spider-Man mold drives me nuts. And I don't think Hasbro listens to their fans a lot.
Definitely not. They're definitely the most corporate, like, big company.
And
like,
that's not like they're the team's fault. Like Dan Yoon is great, Ryan Ting is great.
Yeah, all those guys that go on the lives are cool, but like just the corporate side and like,
so.
But like with the Marvel Legends line, they do make a lot of characters.
The variety is great,
and the main characters are usually pretty solid. Like their new cap is great. Like they've got
which one?
Like that one with the scales, like the 30th anniversary or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Commander Rogers and stuff.
No,
that looks like shit.
But
that's not good.
They've got a great selection, and they pose good. They're good enough, like for what they are.
Yeah,
they're not trying to be anything crazy. They're just solid toys usually.
Yeah, I just think
a lot of poop though.
A lot of poop
to sift through to get to the good stuff.
Yeah, and it's when your company is that big, I expect more.
Yeah.
But every once in a while they do cool things too. Like I think their Dungeons and Dragons line is great for what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not into that, but I think it's great. I want that owl bear. I think it's cool. Yeah. But yeah, so for me, I don't know. I'm saying B.
Yeah, I want to give it S because they made the orb. Which
everybody asked for orb.
Which I didn't see coming, and I still need the orb.
Yeah.
But probably B because they've got so much stuff and not.
There's a lot of fluff.
Yeah.
A lot of nonsense.
B.
I'm saying B. Is B comfortable for us? Okay. Yeah. No, that's gonna be a hot take. Everybody's like cracking down, loving Hasbro or whatever, but there's room. There's a lot of room to improve. Because like imagine if, because Unparalleled Universe talks about this a lot on his lives, is like imagine if the Marvel Legends line got the treatment of like G.I. Joe with all these accessories, fully pinless line almost at this point, new characters. Like imagine if original sculpts.
I don't know why they don't.
It's licensing. It's a money thing, and they can be. I personally feel they can be lazier with the Marvel line because
more people are
if you put out a Spider-Man, everybody's gonna buy Spider-Man. Not everybody's gonna buy like
guilty as charged.
Yeah, right. You're the problem. Not everybody's gonna buy every G.I. Joe character.
Definitely.
So I don't know. Plus, they own the G.I. Joe license. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. I don't need the comments flooded with, well, did you know that Hasbro had... I don't care. Okay, I know that. But you're still a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
Do better. But anyway, let's talk about something positive. Hiya Toys. I have not personally handled them. I have like 5 on pre-order right now. They're doing a King Ghidorah from the MonsterVerse line. They're doing the skull crawlers from Kong, those those dudes with the 2 legs. They just revealed their Muto Queen, which is from the 2014 movie where it's like that big spider looking thing.
I haven't seen that.
They look great, and they're like $50, which is a great alternative to
how big are they?
Like NECA scale,
6 inch,
like NECA
7
scale.
inch?
Yeah, I think they look great. I think, and it's a great alternative if you don't want to get into the Monster Arts line, because that line's crazy expensive. No, I don't. Yeah, I think they are actually. I think they are. They're doing a 6-inch Judge Dredd. I have that on pre-order. They're doing a 6-inch Rambo. I have that on pre-order. Like I don't have anything in hand, but what they're showing looks fantastic, and I'm so excited for it. And to me, being excited about something is a win. Like,
yeah, I mean, I can't speak to Hyatt Toys.
Yeah,
I've probably seen it in a couple weekly Robo videos, but other than that, I don't got much to say.
And that's okay. I mean, because like I said at the beginning of the video,
you picked this one.
I think Haya. I would put Haya at B.
Go for it, Mr. Zach Toys.
I'm thinking Haya.
I got nothing to say.
Just because they could improve on certain things. Oops,
you missed.
But I like Haya Toys. I think the potential is there. Mm-hmm. Right.
Jada.
Okay. They're the ones that did the Street Fighter figures. They're doing Cyberpunk. They're Mega Man figures. I may have made a mistake earlier.
What?
I'm saying these are S tier. If their line continues like that
Street Fighter line is great.
No one's beating that.
And the Mega Man looks great too.
And the Cyberpunk figures look great.
One bit about Mega Man, but I want them.
I would get that whole line if that's like a endless money, endless space kind of thing.
Yeah.
I would get all of them. Like that Street Fighter line, no one's touching them.
Those are great.
For $25.
Yeah, that's like
20. That's unheard of in this day and age.
Like it's crazy that you get a Black Series with a skinny ass body, no accessories in the box. And it's more than $27.
It's more than that.
And that comes with a box shaped like an arcade machine, dope ass accessories, crazy articulation.
Great sculpt, great paint. Everything. There's nothing wrong with that figure.
Like,
I think it's S.
Sure.
Easy S.
Like if I would be all over those.
Because and then like they revealed like Series 2 and 3, and I'm not even a huge Street Fighter fan. Like I think everybody's played a little bit of Street Fighter, but like I want everything. Yeah. Like it is so good. It is so good. I'm definitely getting Megamind when he drops.
Megamind.
I wish.
Oh,
Mega Man.
You got my
I know. I'm sorry. My bad. I definitely want Mega Man. He looks great, and I'm a big Cyberpunk fan, and they're making Cyberpunk, and they also look great. I'm putting Jada
up there.
I'm putting Jada up.
They're like the sleeper hit.
They are the company that is gonna kick everyone's butt without them even knowing. Jada's crazy. Because now it's gonna be like, well, if somebody was to make this line, who would you want? Jada Toys. If somebody was to make this line, who would you want? Jada Toys. Oh, they did the cereal monsters too. Those are awesome. Those are great. Really cool. And the Universal monsters, and those are great too. Like, Jada Toys, killing it.
Over NECA?
NECA's got a soft spot in my heart. Okay? NECA's got a soft spot in my heart. I think NECA beats them on sculpt alone, and that's it.
Okay.
That is it. I think Jada beats them on everything. And variety. NECA's got... But it's also because NECA's been around so much longer than Jada. Like, I think if Jada and NECA were around the same time and they made the equal improvements, Jada would be better. But let's give them time. Yeah. Let them cook. But that brings us to another J. We got three J's in a row. Whoa.
J. Jonah.
J. Jonah. Menace. But next we got Jakks Pacific. They're responsible for the Sonic toys, the Mario toys.
Baby toys.
Sometimes. But I'm going to say that Jakks kills it for what they make. For $10, those Mario and Sonic figures are awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
they're solid.
I think we both got a couple of them.
I can't really complain.
And they're like they're little 2-inch one. Wiggler.
Yeah.
Gotta get Wiggler, man.
I'm into them.
I think that for what they are, like everybody take into consideration that we're not like putting these on the same standard as Hasbro Marvel Legends. But they're also like or Hot Toys. But like they're also like half the price of a Marvel Legend. And
price is a major thing.
Price is a huge thing for me. Like
it's gotta be.
You know, so I would say that they're I don't know, this may be a hot take.
You going A?
I'm going A. For
Yeah.
what they make for the price point. Like those the movie Mario figures, I freaking love those toys, man. I love those toys. Like Bowser for $30, I think I even paid like $25 for him to get the smoke out of his mouth and the sculpt, like the articulations, whatever. And those movie Mario figures, like they're a little on the pricier side, but I think that they're awesome. I'm going A. Personally, their new Sonic for that new TV show. I don't know anything about that, but I saw them in GameStop. It was like $15. This is awesome. So I don't know. What do you think?
A or B? Yeah, I mean, they don't make a lot that I'm interested in, but the Mario, like those little Mario things are cool and they're cheap.
Those play sets are awesome.
Yeah,
Wiggler,
and they're cheap. Like
I'm gonna go
A's
A.
fine. Yeah, A's
I'm gonna
good.
go A. And again, just take into consideration that we're putting that in there because the price reflects good quality.
Yeah.
Like I remember I got that. I don't know shit about him, but like Big the Cat. That thing
I
was,
love Big the Cat.
That thing was
I need
$10.
that.
You can probably
I
have
need
mine.
that.
I just wanted to play with them. I'll sell them to you. You can have
For
them.
5 free.
We'll talk about that later.
That's
But
my favorite Sonic character.
he's pretty awesome for $10. How could you go wrong?
Yeah.
Jazzwares. Now Jazzwares is interesting because they're expanding their lines. They're usually like video game people. I think their Fortnite series is better than Hasbro's. Oh, Hasbro does Fortnite.
Oh
too.
yeah, I forgot.
I think they gave up on that one. But I think Jazzwares was killing it.
But they went out like at their high.
They
Like,
did.
I don't know. It's a shame.
Their Peely is, everybody who knows my channel
Yeah.
knows that Peely's a staple, man.
Yeah.
I love their line. I think that they killed it. They're doing I think it's a COD line.
COD? Oh, Call of Duty?
Yeah, I think it's a COD line.
Oh, I
Who's the? Dude, I'm
Ghost?
yeah,
The Ghost?
yeah.
It's Call of Duty.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It looks great. Like it's. I mean,
seen
he's iconic enough to just get put on the shelf for
Definitely.
video game stuff.
Yeah, you should get him.
He looks great, and their Halo line is pretty hit or miss. Like I know some people really like it, but then they do make really shitty figures as well. I'm trying to think what else Jazz wears. Oh, Pokemon.
Yeah.
If it was just
That's
Pokemon,
S tier for Pokemon.
that is S tier. Like I just got like a bunch of them today, like Flygon and Luxray, and
Yeah.
for the price point, usually they're pretty
pumping
good.
them out.
They are, man. They're
With Pikachu in every box.
if they made Mamoswine, they'd be
S.
S+.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, I think
Pokemon line is steadily going along.
it is.
Select
The
Pokemon.
biggest problem, man, is just like you
Pikachu.
just said, that you just keep getting the same freaking characters in every pack.
Too many duplicates.
Too many.
And that,
Squirtle, Bulbasaur,
that
Charmander,
lowers
and
them.
Pikachu no more.
That's definitely holding them back
It
from a top
is.
spot.
It is. Like how many?
Because even though the toys are cool, but this is as a company too.
Yes.
How the company's acting.
Yeah, it's
And
it's
that-
unacceptable.
It's not cool.
It's not cool. I mean, because
Not cool.
who was? I get like the whole like re-releasing characters down the line.
Yeah, but
right. Pikachu doesn't need to be in
Pikachu-
every series.
And it's also to get people to buy, like people who haven't bought into it yet.
Yeah.
They see the new thing. With
Oh,
a
here's
random
Pikachu.
Pokemon and Pikachu. Then they'll want Pikachu.
It's
Whatever.
like Spider-Man or Batman.
Yeah, whatever.
Like,
But Spider-Man comes out by himself. for
Yeah,
the most part.
it-
But Pikachu is
exactly.
in with all these new Pokemon that I want, and now I've got 15
like Goomy,
Pikachus.
bro.
Yeah, and I've got 15 Pikachus
Yeah,
sitting on my desk.
I'd be more willing to pay.
I don't need a field of Pikachu.
Exactly. I'd pay $8 for 2 new Pokemon, but I'm not going to pay $8 for one little Pokemon.
Little one, yeah.
Like, so,
But the select line, solid.
dude, Select
Very
Line is
solid.
so good. Like, we just saw today that they're doing Raikou and
Yeah.
Garchomp. Those environment sets, you guys know, I love those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm mainly basing this off the
Pokemon.
Because I
Well,
was
what are you
familiar with the
thinking?
Fortnite. A B.
I'm thinking A. I'm thinking A too.
A.
I'm thinking
I'm
A too.
really into the Pokemon.
The
that they
Pokemon is
got.
great.
And it
It's
sucks that they put Pikachu and everything.
That's what's holding it back from S.
Yeah.
Like to me, and we're not just judging off the Pokemon because they do solid figures. Otherwise, like their Fortnite series was great.
You're more familiar with.
I
those.
have a lot of. I've never played Fortnite in my life, but I've always loved the designs of Fortnite characters. I just don't want to play. But The line was great. So
Yeah. Rest in peace.
I'm gonna say A. I think that's a good spot. That may be controversial.
Maybe probably.
I think that's a controversial one.
Yeah.
Now, this is one that we wanted to throw on there. We're not going to talk about it too much.
I like
but Lego.
I like Lego.
They do figures, man. Like
mini figures?
not
Oh,
many,
the buildable
like the
ones.
buildable ones.
Yeah.
Their Optimus Prime was so cool. I got that
Yeah.
for like $50 or something at the half off store.
Yeah.
So Lego, we both really like Lego in general.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be basing it off of Lego as a company because I think Lego would be S tier for the most part.
Yeah.
But in terms of what they make for posable figures, I do think that they're too pricey for what they are. Like those like new posable ones, I want the Batman and the Captain America, but they're each like $35-$40. That's more of a $20 thing. You know. So
that's not what I like Lego for. I don't like their like buildable characters for the most part. I like the ones that are static, like the statues of like Baby Yoda and like BD1.
Yeah.
And like the helmets and stuff.
Yeah.
And I like Lego in general. Like I have the Daily Bugle. I like their like botanical collection.
Yeah.
And I like Lego Cities.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be buying a brick built Batman or nothing
That's true.
like that.
So as an action figure company,
No.
I'm saying like C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that, but like
Everything else would be
as
S.
a toy company,
S.
it's great.
Yeah, but
Expensive, but
especially their Star Wars sets.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
like
But-
definitely not.
Yeah, no, I think C for figure wise, C.
But the Bionicle figures?
Bring back Bionicle.
Yes.
Yes. Hot toys. I think this is a hot take from me. I don't think Hot Toys are worth it. I think at that point, if you're spending that much money, you might as well just get a statue.
Yeah.
Like, if you're spending that much money, get a high-end statue.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
with
in
interchangeable
that-
pieces.
I'm in that camp.
Because they're like usually over $300.
And it's so scary to move them.
Oh yeah, like my one buddy was doing it. He got a Carnage online, on live, and he was opening it, and we were like talking, and like he's like moving the joints, and they're like clicking. I'm like, dude, you're scaring me. It's not even my toy, man. Like, what the fuck?
Like I remember I was this close to buying that Ahsoka season 7.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I was really close to buying that.
Yeah.
And it's probably the best Hot Toys in my
It's
favorite.
pretty awesome. I have a couple, but it's only because I got them for free. Like, I have Cap and Red Skull.
That's crazy.
I have Baby Groot.
That happened.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Go watch that video if you haven't. And Batman, which I actually might sell.
And dude, yeah, whenever I see
might
somebody's
sell it.
Hot Toy collection, they're all just standing there.
They're all just standing there.
Just
That's not
sitting
what
there.
we buy action figures for. That's what I mean. Like,
And-
you could get a really good statue with a
And
cool
they're so
base.
big, and all their
Mhm.
displays are like a ton of these IKEA glass shelves with like 2 in them
Yep.
in each level.
No.
They take up so much space, and
They
they,
don't
never
pose-
pose them.
Nope.
Because that's
No.
scary, and you
No.
can't keep them in one pose for
Yeah.
so long because then their clothes get all crinkly.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that too.
Yeah,
You're
like,
right.
you cannot leave them in bent or it all gets crinkled.
I'm saying
And the materials wear down. It's very impressive.
Yep.
Like their faces, for the most part,
Amazing.
they got stinkers, like that Paul Rudd that one time
Oof.
with those teeth. But yeah, like it's super impressive what they do. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
Again, and it also goes back to what I was saying earlier about like the price reflects that.
Yeah,
Like, you're not getting this super high quality for $100, not even $200.
and it's
like,
not like
On average, these things are 300 plus.
yeah.
Like, I'm saying D tier.
I'd probably give it C, but D, you know,
There's too much against them for the price point.
yeah.
Too much against them for the price point. They don't pose.
Just get a.
The only thing they have going for them is they look perfect.
Yeah.
That is it. But you can't pose
if
them.
they were more durable,
Mhm.
like, not that they're not high quality, they obviously are, but like,
Super high quality,
but they're
but
fragile and like
scary. Ooh,
and
scary.
It's like it's not an action figure
No.
at that point, and that's
Mhm.
what this is.
This is what this is about.
What Hot Toys? The only thing about Hot Toys I like are Cos Babies. I
Cos
like
babies are
Cos
cool.
Babies.
I don't know if I
have
count them in action figures.
Well, they're not, but Hot Toys makes them.
Yeah.
I have a Spider-Man
Yeah.
Cos Baby. They're cooler pops, like Nendoroids, but
Yeah.
more affordable.
Yeah. I don't know.
But they don't really count.
What do you think?
D, throw it in D.
Okay.
I used to like when I first got into action figures. I was
Dude,
like, Hot Toys is the ultimate
Yeah,
goal.
and now like
I don't want any now.
getting mature, I would rather buy a million Street Fighter figures before buying one Hot Toys.
Yeah, like I definitely want a Spider-Man eventually because that's who I am. But I don't
You're
like.
literally him.
Yeah, like I don't.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I don't idolize that anymore because
We grew up. It's like Funko. We loved Funko, but
yeah.
okay. Now this is another heavy hitter. Mattel. Mattel's got a bunch of lines too, but we'll run through their 2-3 main ones. First off, they kill it with Jurassic Park. Like, whether it's the basic figure line or the Hammond collection, their Amber collection was great. No matter what they get their hands on with dinosaurs, it is fantastic. Like, I wish I collected the basic line from the start,
Yeah.
and I would skip the Hammond collection, to be honest, and just get all these basic figures of dinosaurs just to have, like, a wall of all these incredible species you'd never think would be made into. I think Mattel is the only one who beats Hasbro on variety of characters
With
because
the dinosaurs,
with their
for sure.
species, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like they make so many,
It's crazy.
so many. Like, and I'm a big dinosaur guy.
Me too.
Like, huge love dinosaurs, right? Like,
Yeah, that's why I don't buy them for Jurassic Park.
no, I just buy them because I like
I
dinosaurs.
buy them to have dinosaurs.
Yeah,
So.
and I mean, like, again, like, huge dinosaur guy. For those who don't know, I'm literally about to start writing a published paper on dinosaurs. Okay, like,
I'm
I
literally
love them.
about to not.
Do that at all.
Yeah, I'm literally about to go
Read
watch
it.
a YouTube video
Yeah.
on dinosaurs.
Like evolution guy.
Yeah.
But what is his name? Black Monarch, the Black Moth, or what?
Black Moth Production. You know him?
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah, Black Moth Productions,
Black
shout
Moth
out.
Productions. Shout out to him.
Yeah, I was just watching I was just binging him the other day.
He's great.
Yeah.
But
Great.
yeah,
little,
no. So
information about
that is amazing. And the Amber collection, or not Amber, but the Hammond collection is so good. That T-Rex is.
My only thing, I don't have the space.
She's big.
If I had more space,
And
like
the
that's why I.
Brachiosaurus, oh my
Yeah,
god, man.
If I
So
had the space, I
cool.
would S tier just off those dinosaurs.
Yeah, but this is the other thing too. I'm
Man.
obsessed with this line. This line is so good, and it is from wave 1 to this steady incline. Like their first series, I don't think it was terrible, but they were finding their feet,
Yeah.
and now I feel they found it. I mean, like, look at the crunch on this guy. Like, that is so awesome. Crunch, get it? Because he's a
Look at the big meaty claw.
big meaty claw. Like, and
They're cool.
their variety is great.
Yeah,
and
they
like,
have great
this is
variety,
one
too.
wave, essentially. You guys can't see, but it's wave 9. This is one wave, and that's a
got
lot of variety in
like,
one wave.
They got a lot of different, like, they mess with a lot of different materials.
Yeah, they're
with
soft
their
goods.
lines. Bendy tails,
Bendy-
like fuzzy stuff, like
They go-
flocked.
And they're all
Cheap. They're cheap.
$20. $20. Unless you get like the deluxe ones, but I'm okay paying deluxe prices for deluxe figures.
Yeah.
Like Whiplash is like almost the same price as he's
Yeah.
$2 more than like a Black Series.
Like
Like
something else I'm
that's
not
crazy.
into though, but if I was, definitely I would be all in that.
And then what's their other big line? It's
Barbie.
Barbie. Their wrestling figures are also amazing. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
a
I
wrestling
know.
guy at all. But that like Ultimates line of wrestling figures,
They move around.
I wish I was into that.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I was into that. That is a great line. I'm going A.
Hey.
I'm going A. I think Mattel is a better company than Hasbro, in my opinion. That may be a hot take.
They make better figures.
They do. Overall, I would
Yeah,
say.
like, I don't complain.
Maybe figure to figure.
I don't complain about any Hammond collection release.
They're so good. For
I don't-
$20.
I don't complain about the
20
price
bucks.
or none of that.
Yeah, no. I think Mattel is comfortable at
Yeah.
A. Damn, I love that it's right above Hasbro too. Like pooping
Now,
on
what do we
Hasbro.
got? Mid-Farland
Ugh,
up next.
Mid-Farland toys.
Mid-Farland.
I think this is gonna be our most debated one.
Yeah, not a fan. I'll just go out and say that.
I am very hot and cold with McFarlane.
You
Like,
love them. Don't even lie.
I don't love them. I love the characters that they make, and maybe it gives me a bias, but I'm so hot and cold because on one hand, they do something great like Swamp Thing. That figure is gorgeous, beautiful, amazing, well enough articulated. And then they do Jokerized movies Joker. Like, what is that? Like,
Joker eyes. Joker.
Joker eyes. It sounds like we're joking, but it's a serious thing. Like, it's a real thing. Their My Hero line is great. I know not a lot of people talk about that. Their My Hero line is great. I think DC Multiverse, I think he's killing it with the line overall, but that does not mean it doesn't have a ton of problems. Like, for starters, please stop with Batman. Like, please no more Batman.
Yeah.
Like, I want more characters. Finish the League, man. Like, the Justice League is crazy. You could do any character. Like, how do we not have a Plastic Man? Like, he would be great for that new $30 price point collector bullshit, with a bunch of stretchy parts. I almost want to buy a second Mr. Fantastic to try to customize it.
Yeah.
I want Plastic Man so bad, but
That's cool.
I don't know. I get the problems with McFarlane. They don't articulate well all the time. Sometimes they have horrendous head sculpts. But they still are $20. Not a lot of lines are still $20.
Are they 20 even?
Yeah, they're $20. Sometimes you get weird figures, like Blue Beetle was 23, but he also came with a lot more. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, there's outliers, but for the most part, they're still $20. He always has sales online. Like, they're almost always cheaper on his website. He does pump out figures fast as hell. Like, he'll reveal it, not even a month later, it's hitting shelves.
Mm-hmm.
And that causes problems too. Like, sometimes they're not as good quality and you're rushing them, blah, blah. I don't know. I could see, it's McFarlane's the weird company where I could see them in almost any letter here.
Yeah.
Like, on one hand, they do things perfectly at S tier, but then I could also see horrible things at F tier.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't have a single McFarlane toys, but I've played with a lot of yours because you have a ton, and I've seen a bunch. I don't like the general McFarlane aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
Understandable.
I don't like the proportions. I don't like what he does, like, to change classic designs when he releases figures.
Also understandable.
I don't get the thinking behind not releasing just regular classic versions.
Also understandable.
Mainstays. Like,
what about his Spawn
Is there
line?
a Wonder Woman? Is there
Yes,
a Wonder
she's
Woman?
coming out now.
Okay, well,
It took
long
way
enough.
too long,
There's
but
like
yes.
5 something, like, random ass Wonder Womans that are, like, stocking the shelves at the half off store.
Yeah, for real.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Spawn is cool. There's his Spawn line.
It's pretty hit or miss. But it's overall pretty solid.
They look pretty cool.
They look
At
cool
least.
until you get a closer look.
Yeah, I haven't.
Monolith.
I haven't played with them. So.
Yeah, but then, like, every once in a while they get, like, I think their Avatar figures were awesome. Don't you have those?
Yeah, I do.
I think they're awesome.
They do.
I hate
weird
that line's
stuff
just going to be
sometimes.
dead until the next movie.
Yeah, I don't.
But
they do have these. They do release some weird stuff.
Saitama was great.
That is good.
So
like their main, like, DC Multiverse,
which is their bread and butter right now. Like,
Yeah.
that's their big thing.
just
I don't know. I
a lot
could
of
see
weird
anywhere.
choices.
I could go anywhere.
I'd throw them in with Hasbro at B.
B. Okay. I'm comfortable with B. I would have been comfortable with B or C, but it's like, again, it's like one of those things that, like, I could see them in S and I could see them in F. Like, they're all over the place. They're so inconsistent. Because their Demon Slayer figures look like shit. Like, they look so bad.
I forgot about that.
I don't know. So that's my opinion. I like McFarlane Toy. They also just do things that I want, and, like, that always creates a bias. Like,
definitely.
that always creates a bias. Like,
I
I have wanted a
want
DC line forever, and I think Mattel. We just talked great about Mattel, but their DC line sucked. Like, for the most part, it sucked. I wish that Mattel had the license if they were doing this consistency of, like, imagine if this was DC. Like, I'm looking at my Masterverse figures. Like, imagine if that was DC. That'd be crazy. But yeah.
Oh, one thing else to compare, like, the Marvel and DC, like, with Hasbro and McFarlane. Does McFarlane do, like, a HasLab equivalent?
He does Kickstarters.
Okay.
Apparently there's going to be one coming up of, like, a Night Spawn.
Okay.
I'm
Because we
skipping
failed to
that.
mention that with the Hasbro, their HasLabs. We didn't mention those.
I
Hit or
go back and
miss.
forth on them. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, that's a different. That's a
different conversation. Okay.
This is already too
So
long.
B. No, I'm okay. I don't want to go over like an hour and a half. That's what I'm maxing at. So we'll kind of run these a little bit quicker.
Who's ever still here, man? You must be folding laundry or something.
That's what I do. So we love you. If you're still here, comment like. What do we want them to comment? Comment if you like Reese's or Almond Joy better.
Yeah.
Reese's or Almond Joy. Reese's is the correct answer. Please unsubscribe if it's Almond Joy. No, I'm just kidding. But
They're both S tier.
Yeah, F1's S. But
moving on.
Medicom toys. This is one of those things where does the price reflect the figure?
Definitely.
I have finally got to experience some Mafex figures. I got Billy the Butcher. Dude, it's like
getting your M card.
It is.
Your M card.
My M card, bro. That's a great way to put it. I lost my Medicom virginity.
Yeah.
I got Homelander and Billy. Yet. And I love them. They're so expensive. But I also paid like $90 a piece for them. Like, that's great. That's a lot of munners.
So many munners.
It's a lot of munners for 6-inch figures.
They're so cool.
They're totally worth it in a sense of they are super high quality figures.
Yeah.
But they don't.
I can't bring
Billy
myself.
comes with a lot. Billy does come with a lot, and he comes with great laser baby. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Their Marvel line is super hit or miss. I was gonna get Captain America, but then I saw the product images. I think I'm gonna skip on it. He does not look good. Like the old man, like I don't know. He just looks weird, and they didn't do the cut on the. Why? So stupid. Why? But yeah, they're $100.
Yeah, that's my thing.
They're $100.
Their Marvel figures are cool, but one, obviously they're $100, and two, they're so slow.
Oh yeah, it's like to get the boys. I'm gonna be like 50 by the time.
They're so slow.
Yeah,
which is cool. Take your time.
Take your time.
But
also like give me
Marvel. I want my big Avengers shelf. That's gonna set me back thousands.
And thousands of dollars and thousands of years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll never finish. It'll never complete. That's why I'll always like buy a Marvel Legend first.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. They make great
unless
stuff.
I hit the lottery.
They make great stuff for the most part. But
I don't want this a one-off.
No.
Unless it's Spider-Man. I don't want a one-off.
I'm gonna say C.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say C. They make good stuff, but you're paying for it, and
I just can't
forget about team building.
I can't overlook the price. Yeah,
forget about team
building. Such a big thing for me. Like, I love team building.
I love having a shelf
dedicated
to things.
That's what I like toys for. That's why I am
getting
into action figures.
A variety of characters on a shelf together. So I'm saying C. That's a super hot take. I think we're gonna get flamed for that one.
I don't think anybody's
putting McFarlane. No, they are. People. I hope so.
You got your real ones.
I got some real ones. You'll be watching it, so
I'm here. I'm living it.
You're still gonna watch it anyway.
I'll leave it.
Like to put McFarlane above Mafex, I think is crazy. I think it's crazy. Like 1-to-1.
Sure,
Mafex is better.
Medicom figure blows Hasbro and McFarlane toys out of the water. But price is what is there, and consistency.
Exactly.
And all of that stuff that we've already mentioned.
Yep. I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna stick. This is my video. This is your video. We're sticking with it. This one we're gonna run through pretty quick, but Noble Toys. Bendy Figs.
What a joke.
What a joke. What a joke.
F tier.
I'm not saying F tier.
I'm saying F.
The articulation doesn't exist.
There's nothing.
It's a toy collectible.
That's not a thing.
But they give a variety that no one else is doing.
I can't believe you want more.
I got a dude. Give me Marty, Melman, and Gloria.
I can't believe you reviewed them and put them on YouTube.
And they all. You know what's crazy?
Why are you watching? Why are you guys watching a Bendy Figs review? Do something better with your time.
They got higher views than Marvel Legends.
Build a skill.
It's crazy.
Contribute to your life.
I am saying D tier. I don't think they're horrible.
F for me. You can put it where you
want.
I'm
saying D.
But it belongs in
They gave me Alex the Lion and Dr. Nefario.
I'd rather have a McDonald's toy of Dr. Nefario.
Dr. Nefario.
Like, there's no reason for them to exist. You bend them up. They're called bendy figs. You bend their arm and then it just slowly lowers to like about here.
We got Alex the Lion.
I don't care. He's just standing here like this.
Fucking Gru. I love it.
You can't even bend their legs. They're so tiny.
Listen, man, I get the grievances.
And the rubber is so thick it doesn't
move. Like Poe did nothing. Poe just
sits there.
Like that McDonald's figure is better.
Yes. Like, what are you
doing?
I'm
saying D for character selection alone. They gave us Alex the Lion. Not Alex the Lion. Roar. Roar. But all right, Playmates toys. Playmates is known for their turtle figures, which are usually pretty crappy.
F tier logo.
F tier logo. If it was logos alone, probably F tier. Playmates, I'm not a huge fan on.
I don't.
They do those like 2-packs with the turtle. Those ugly ass turtles, bro.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, they do a cool figure. I thought their Triceratops was really cool, and I thought their Bebop and Rocksteady were pretty cool. But other than that,
what did they do other than turtles?
Huh?
Did they do anything other than turtles?
They do like those these kinds of Godzilla figures.
Oh, okay.
Which are pretty shitty.
Yeah, I'm not into Playmates.
No,
they're definitely on the bargain bin demographic.
I could see why people like them.
Yeah.
I'm saying D.
B?
D.
D. Okay, I was gonna say.
No, I'm saying D.
Yeah, D.
I'm saying D. There's not a lot to talk about with them, but I'd say D.
Yeah.
Now here's a controversial one. I know you don't know much about this. I'll probably do most of the talking here. Premium DNA. I do want a Reese's. Yeah. We'll eat while we'll talk. But I'm thinking of Premium DNA is. I have not held any other figures yet. I have Earthworm Jim on pre-order. I know that this company is kind of controversial. Apparently they're have a Reese's. Have a Reese's. You're not you when you're hungry. That's
Snickers.
Is that Snickers?
Wrong.
But apparently the people who own the company aren't very good people. And they do kind of not racist. Oh my god. Why'd you jump to that?
That's what I thought you meant.
No, they're just not good people. They kind of scam a little bit, apparently. But their products are coming out and they look pretty good. They do those Battletoads figures.
Do they ship you figures with rocks or toothpaste in the box?
That'd be pretty crazy. Earthworm Jim looks great. Those Barnyard Commandos look great. I don't care about that, but they look great.
Barnyard Commandos?
I'll show you after.
Are they cows with guns?
Kinda, yeah.
No way.
Battletoads, I do kind of want the Battletoads. They look great. And if they were to do Street Shocks or something, I'd be all over that. Yeah. So, I'm gonna say C. I know you don't really have an opinion on this.
Sure.
But I'm gonna say C. They're not great.
If they're shitty people, though. Can't be scamming your customers, dude.
If the rumors are true. But then we got Storm collectibles. I have not popped my Storm Cherry yet.
They make those Mortal Kombat figures,
right? They do.
Those look incredible.
They look incredible. They're making Baki. I will be popping my Storm collectibles Cherry next week with Baki.
We got it all planned out.
I got it all planned out. I got the rose petals and everything. And I cannot wait. I'm so excited to get Baki. I think for the price point, I hear he's amazing.
I hear he's got a big one.
Yeah. No, he's do it. Do it till it hurts. Then do it some more.
Stop.
But yeah, I think Storm looks great. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I think the price reflects you get a ton of accessories, great articulation, great paint. I want to say B.
Yeah, I mean,
they're expensive, and that's what's bringing them down.
I've seen a lot of people gush over those Mortal Kombat figures, and I can't lie, they look incredible.
I'm gonna say B. B's comfort. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll change if when I get Baki. Maybe it'll bring it to A because then I can feel a figure. But I think B is good.
This one, Super 7. You hate them.
I hate Super 7. I have a couple Super 7 figures, and almost every Super 7 figure I've ever bought broke. Almost every. Or did not come with everything it needed to. Like Pinocchio, one of the heads was missing the feather out of his hat.
Replaced?
Nope.
Did they ever answer you?
Nope. I emailed them, never replied to me. Their figures suck for the price point. They suck. Almost $70 at this point for figures that barely frickin' move and look horrible when they do. Their Power Rangers figures look so ugly. Why do people want them when the Lightning Collection exists?
I didn't know they made Power Rangers.
Dude, they look horrible. The Zords look good, but they don't move. Their Godzilla figures look so bad, bro.
Yeah.
They look bad. They look shitty. They break. The accessories are awesome, but I'm not paying $70 for accessories.
The SpongeBob ones.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm mostly familiar with their Simpsons ones. I don't have any. I always thought that from the pictures, I always thought the Simpsons toys looked really cool, but I knew they never moved.
Mm-mm.
Design limitations.
Certain characters work.
Picking cartoon characters is not always going to work with articulation.
But they're also just not
super expensive. That's the worst thing.
Especially for a domestic company.
Yeah.
Like, they're not imports.
Definitely
they are
overpriced.
Domestic.
100% overpriced.
Way overpriced. They're
I think they look cool.
The reaction line, fucking joke.
Well,
who's paying $20 for a 5 POA figure? That's crazy.
I don't know.
That's crazy. For this big, $20.
Those are like, I have one of those. I just keep it on the cardboard though.
It's still not worth $20. You got it for like $5.
Yeah, which they should be.
They should be no more than $10.
Super overpriced company. I think what they make though looks cool. Like the cartoon characters look cool, and the SpongeBob stuff and all.
Sometimes they look like shit. They look great in promo images, and then you get them.
That's all I've seen.
And the paint is terrible. They're Alice from Alice in Wonderland. That figure sucks ass, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have more of a experience. I've only seen the pictures and stuff.
I think this is gonna be my one and only
F.
I'm giving it F. I hate Super 7.
I know you do. You might be a little.
I might be a little harsh. Just maybe there's definitely some bias in there.
Yeah, I'd probably throw it in D or C. But
are we leaving F empty, man?
Nah, I can't leave F empty. I went back and edited it to put it in the F. Just throw it in there.
It's also the principle of Super 7 at this point that they are just probably really nice people. I heard they are really nice people, and that's awesome.
They didn't answer your email.
They didn't answer my email. Not very nice. But yeah, no, I don't like Super 7. They almost always break. They're way too fucking expensive. They're ugly in person. They don't move. Catfishes. The
catfish of the action figure community.
They are. That's a really good way to put it.
Because they got glorious promo images.
Oh, glorious promo images.
They're beautiful. They almost make me want to watch the entire 37 million seasons of The Simpsons and buy all their toys.
Mm-hmm. But then you get them and it's like, wow, this is not worth $70. So
that's crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
Bucks.
All right, and then last one is Loyal Subjects. Ooh, very hit or miss. Very hit or miss. Their new IDW turtles.
Definitely not saving the best for last.
They look great. No, we did not save the best for last. They look great. I think they've made improvements, but I've held some of their figures before. I got their original turtles, like the cartoony looking ones.
Did they make
they're pretty rough.
Avatar figures?
They did, and they're also pretty bad.
Yeah.
I got their Aang. They're pretty bad.
They're ugly.
They are very ugly.
That Sokka. Didn't they make an ugly ass Sokka?
No, I think that was Diamond Select.
Oh yeah.
That one was bad. I sold that.
That shit was ugly.
But yeah, I'm thinking D.
D?
No, I'm thinking C.
No, I'm thinking nah.
I'm gonna go Mac right.
I'm thinking D.
I don't know. Their new IDW turtle. Do you know which ones I'm talking about?
I haven't seen it. No. Oh, these guys are like, no offense, but like I haven't heard.
They don't have a good repertoire. Their Spike Spiegel's pretty good from Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
He's way too small, but he's
this big.
But he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
If he was a little bit bigger, I'd be happier. But I don't know. I'm gonna say C. I think is fair for them because they don't look bad and they're improving.
Low C tier.
Low C. I'm okay with that.
Low C.
Low C.
That's good.
I think this is a pretty comfortable list.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely missed a couple companies, but
I can't think of them though.
Yeah, if we're missing something,
really
let us know, and we'll comment if we missed a company that you want us to talk about, and
we'll reply, throw it in the list.
But there's our tier list.
Yeah, so we got 2 S tiers,
and let us know what you agree with or don't agree with. Because there's some hot takes in here. Putting Hot Toys in D tier, I think, is crazy. People are gonna be like, "How could you?
It's not even an action figure.
You put McFarlane above Hot Toys." Well, 1-to-1, yeah, I would totally take a Hot Toys over a McFarlane Toys, but I also don't want to pay $300 for something that's just gonna stand there like,
yeah,
like, what the hell? So I think it's a good list. But let us know what you guys think.
I definitely wasn't expecting some of these.
I was not either, but I don't really hate anything.
I'm not mad.
I could definitely say that my bias for Super 7 is holding them back. Like, I think realistically, they're C tier.
Yeah.
But I've just had horrible experiences with Super 7. So, I mean, you have to take that stuff into account, too. Like, your personal experience. So, let us know what you guys think. We had a lot of fun making this. This was a really fun idea. What's not going to be fun is figuring out how to edit all this. But
just throw it in.
But with that being said, I believe that's all we got for today. So if you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post a lot about there. And Letterboxd. I gotta
follow
get
me on Letterboxd.
Follow him on Letterboxd as well. I'll leave the links in the description below. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. How you would rank our action figures. We're also thinking of doing action figure company reviews rather than reviewing the figures. Doing the normal things that you would do in an action figure review, but for each of the companies. So go through how's NECA's articulation, their paint, their sculpt, how's Hasbro's articulation, their paint, their sculpt, and kind of rate the companies overall. So
could happen.
Could. But
maybe.
Let us know what you guys think. But see you guys in the next one. Peace. What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.